I'd like to say, thank you all for coming today and listening to this Dubai webinar. I hear that you guys have a trip booked for October. I want this to be a little bit more of an informal webinar, so if you have any questions along the way, you can, just ask anything that you want. But the purpose of this is I wanted to first update all of you on the current safety measures that we've implemented into the city, of course, due to the pandemic, and some of the things that you can experience when you're in Dubai. I'm not sure if you have your itineraries already set, but I'm going to go through some really great experiences that you'll have. The weather's also going to be incredible in October, so you're coming at a really good time. Just a quick overview, as of the 14th of July, the UAE had actually conducted over 4 million tests with a percentage of positive tests per 100,000 below 1%, and is Dubai was ranked number 3 in terms of testing. So we're the third. Protection. So, safety is such a huge part of Dubai's, image and identity. So, you can be rest assured when you come that, we are completely prepared for anything to happen. You'll be in a very safe place here in Dubai. Also, just another great fact is that Dubai was ranked as the second safest city 5 years in a row now by MasterCard Global. And also there was just a new ranking which ranked the UAE as the third safest country in the world as well. So just again, a little bit about our recovery phases. We went, of course, during a pause phase during the whole pandemic when we didn't have enough information about what was going on, to the current situation where, things started to open up and life started to go back to normal. And then, of course, now we're aiming to go to the full reopening, which is when, hopefully everything goes back to normal and a vaccine is made. But right now we're in a really good place in Dubai. We actually opened our borders on the 7th of July, so we welcomed our first group of visitors. So I wanted to show you a quick video. So yeah, we were really excited to open our borders on the 7th of July. As you could see from the video, our crown prince was actually there greeting some of the visitors. We were giving away some really nice bags. And, it was really happy to see people slowly coming back. So this is a picture actually of Dubai's desert. So it's absolutely incredible. So hopefully you have this on your itineraries when you're in Dubai. We're an incredible destination where we offer, everything from retail to gastronomy, family, outdoor and adventure, culture, arts and entertainment. You can find it all in Dubai. So in terms of gastronomy, we have over 6,000 different restaurants and cafes, and I'll definitely be helping Norman come up with some really great restaurant suggestions and other, authentic places that you can, sample some of our cuisine that we have. But we have over 220 different nationalities in Dubai, so you can see that infused in all of our food. We have everything from American to Chinese food to Arabic food. We have it all here in Dubai. We also have, of course, our fine dining outlets to some smaller, more hole-in-the-wall establishments where you can eat for under $5. We also have the Dubai Food Festival, which takes place every mid-February to mid-March, where the entire city celebrates food. So we're definitely an incredible place for foodies. And then again, here's another picture of some of the incredible family attractions that we have. So if you're going to be visiting with your family, there's lots and lots of incredible experiences in Dubai. We have world-class family hotels and resorts, and then we have some of the most incredible water parks. We have the Atlantis, which is the second one out of the Bahamas, where we have access to aquaventure. Over here, we have one of the longest, I believe, slides in the world, as well as some other incredible attractions. It's attached to the hotel, and it's included for free, I believe, during your stay. There are kids services, babysitter services, kids clubs. So if you want to go out and do something, without your children, that's also a possibility. So we have a lot of incredible options in Dubai. And then here, I don't know if you can see it properly, but it's a nice video of some of the incredible beaches that we have. We have incredible clear water, white beaches as well, with year-round sunshine, lots of water sports, as well as citywide proximity to the beach. So we have two areas, one called La Mer and one called Kite Beach. Over here, there's running paths and cycling paths, so a great place to see the community get together. Lots of great boutiques and restaurants. So, a really, really nice place to just get a feel of what, the locals in Dubai do. And of course, enjoy the incredible water. So for those who are interested in something a little bit more adventurous, we also have incredible opportunities. If you get the chance while you're in Dubai, please let me know and I can help you set them up. I would highly recommend doing the skydiving opportunity. One of them is over the Palm Island, so you have these incredible picturesque views. You can also do it over the desert. Um, as I mentioned, we have the incredible water parks, and I know in the US we have the best theme parks, but we also have very different theme parks in Dubai. We have the first ever Hunger Games ride. We have, of course, Legoland Water Park. We have Motion Gate Studios, as well as Bollywood Park, which is the first ever Bollywood themed theme park in the world. So lots of interesting things to do and see as well for families. So this is my favorite part, which I'm pretty sure you're all going to come and see when you're here in Dubai. It's our culture and our beautiful heritage. A lot of people don't know what a rich history and culture we actually have. Um, we have this area called the Al Fahidi district, which is the oldest settlement in Dubai. And over here, you can appreciate everything from the architecture that we have. We have incredible wind towers that in the past were used as AC, ventilation purposes. And then also here, and I'm hoping Norman has put this on the itinerary for you guys, it's the Sheikh Mohammed Center for Cultural Understanding. So this is a really nice welcome into the city of Dubai. It's a great way to alleviate any misperceptions that you may have about the region or the people or anything about Dubai. You basically go into one of these old homes and you have a 90-minute discussion by an actual local person who has the concept of open doors, open minds. So they'll talk to you about, why we dress the way we do, our customs, traditions, culture, anything that you possibly want to ask, you can. And then there's also an incredible homemade Emirati meal. You could either go for breakfast, brunch, or lunch. So it's incredible. There's lots of museums as well, a lot of art galleries around the old area. So a lot of modern art in the old district. So it's really cool. And then, of course, in this area, there's the Golden Spice Market just across the creek. You go on one of our old Abra boats and go over to the other side, where over there you can, of course, bargain. It's a huge part of our culture. So the price that they give you is never the final price. They're actually expecting you to bargain as well while you're there. You can find spices from around the region, as well as incredible gold pieces for, very inexpensive rates. And then arts and events, Dubai also has incredible art galleries, as I've already mentioned before. In the old district, we have some beautiful modern art. We have Al Sarkal Avenue, which is more of a modern district. It has this warehouse type of concept where we have a lot of modern art, lots of live music, a lot of, vegan, trendy restaurants. So it's a really cool area to visit. We also have a calendar of events. So I'm going to definitely share a calendar for Norman to share with you guys as well, so that you can see some of the events that are taking place in October. So if you happen to be in Dubai during one of the events, I would highly recommend visiting them because they're definitely a must-see. And then, of course, in Dubai, we're the performance entertainment capital of the region. We have lots of incredible shows. One of them is Le Pearl, which is a show that's similar to Cirque du Soleil. It was created by Franco Dragon. He has a show in Las Vegas and also in Macau. We have also the Dubai Opera, where we have everything from the Phantom of the Opera to the Lion King, other Broadway musicals, always in Dubai. So, it's all year round. And then tons of music and concerts as well. So there might happen to be one, in October if you're interested in seeing it as well. And then we also have incredible wildlife and nature. We have Green Planet, which is an urban greenhouse. Over here, you can see a huge, diverse selection of different species and animals and plants. So it's really interesting to see. We have Miracle Garden for those who are, very into Instagram and want to show like an incredible picture, because we have thousands of different types of flowers in different styles so that you can take incredible pictures. There's also a butterfly sanctuary there. And then, of course, the Ras Al Khor Wildlife Sanctuary, where you can see a huge, basically, selection of flamingos in one place. So it's definitely a must-see as well. And then, of course, no visit to Dubai is complete without seeing the desert. It's absolutely stunning and picturesque. We have tons of different options. This one is our latest one that came out about last year. It's part of the Platinum Heritage Group, and it's called Al Marmoon. So this is about, I'd say, an hour outside of the city of Dubai. Once you get to the conservation camp gates, you then have to traverse through the desert by camel, just the way the Bedouins used to do it. So you get a proper Bedouin experience. You get to see some of the incredible wildlife, like our camels and Arabian oryxes. You see a falcon show, which is how, the Bedouins used to hunt in the past. There's camel rides, there's shisha, there's henna. So there's lots of, really interesting activities, and it's about, I'd say, 4 to 6 hours. So it's definitely an incredible experience that I highly, highly recommend. We have other options as well. If you're not into riding a camel for 30 minutes into the desert, we have Land Rovers, dune bashing, and other experiences that you're interested in. But it's definitely incredible. And then Hatta as well is a hidden gem that a lot of people don't know about. This is about 40 minutes outside of the city of Dubai, and it's absolutely incredible because Dubai is relatively flat. So just 40 minutes Hajar mountain range. And over here, you can do everything from, hiking to yoga if you'd like. There's incredible stargazing opportunities. There's camping, glamping, other types of lodges and caravans that you can stay in. And then we have a lot of adventurous activities, so kayaking in the dam or zip lining as well. So there's a honeybee farm too, so you can actually collect honey from that farm and bring it back as a souvenir. So it's definitely, again, a must visit that a lot of people haven't seen yet, but it's absolutely incredible. And then some of the new things that are hopefully going to come to Dubai very soon. Obviously, we had a few delays due to the pandemic, but we're going to be home to the biggest Ferris wheel in the world, bigger than the London Eye in London. So we're very excited to have this in Dubai. So we're hoping in the next year we'll have it. It's almost complete, but obviously there's still, some last minute things that they need to do in order for it to be open to the public. And then we're also going to have the Museum of the Future. Again, I will send this information to Norman as soon as everything opens up so that you guys, can have more information. But this is basically going to be an incredible museum that is, going to be for those who are interested in understanding more about all of these incredible new modern technologies that, Dubai is going to be implementing into the city in order to make it one of the most, technologically advanced cities in the world. There's going to be a lot of wearable devices and interactive experiences. So it's going to be something really interesting and different to see that you wouldn't have seen anywhere else in the world. And then, of course, we're also going to be building an even taller building than the one we currently have. We're currently home to Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world, but we're going to be breaking our own record, and we're building the Dubai Creek Harbor, which is going to be situated closer to the old town. Here, there's going to be, again, a lot of malls that are opening up in the area, as well as hotels and boutiques. So again, an alternative area for you to stay in, once this opens up. So I hope that you come visit us more than just this October. And then the Burj Jumeirah as well, which is going to be an incredible architectural piece. It's going to actually be shaped after the thumb of Sheikh Mohammed. So another really incredible, thing to see. And around this entire area, there's going to be, again, much more development like shops and hotels and boutiques. So currently what's open now, just so that you're aware, when you come in October, right now everything is practically open: hotels, private beaches, the public sector, public beaches, retail sector, pools and water parks are all working at a capacity of 50%. Of course, all of this is operating under precautionary measures. So we ensure that, both visitors and residents are always safe when in these specific establishments. And then, of course, during this situation, even though things in Dubai are really good, you still have some people that might be hesitant to go to the mall or go to a cinema. So we've created some alternative experiences. So instead of, going into the cinema, if you don't feel comfortable, you can actually go through a drive-through cinema. So just like, the olden day cinemas where you basically go with your car and park and then watch a movie from your car, we've developed 2 of those as well in the city, and they're really cool. And then we've also created a drive-through shopping service, basically. So if you want to, buy something and you don't necessarily want to go into the store, you can actually call the shop or use one of their apps, tell them what you're looking for, pay over the phone, and then, decide on a meeting point. That there's specific meeting points for, the specific shops, and then decide on a time, meet there, and just give the shopkeeper your make and model of the car, even if it's an Uber or a taxi. And then they'll come and basically give you your item. So we're trying to be quite creative with different options for people. And then, of course, some of the general health and safety measures that everyone has to follow when in Dubai is basically that everyone has to maintain physical distance from others. Everyone has to wear a face mask in public, as well as undergoing temperature checks. So before going into any establishment, you have to go through a temperature check. So this way, it's, we're being very respectful to everyone around us, and just making sure that this, that we can enjoy all of these incredible things without having to go through another lockdown, if we just sort of lose control over, people's actions. And then how are we maintaining the safety of our citizens? So basically the Ministry of Health, in collaboration with other relevant federal and local authorities, created a national disinfection program, which basically entailed a complete 24-hour sterilization program, as well as social distancing as a response to stop the spread of the virus. So we saw, the big picture very early on. This started on the 4th of April. And, this included basically sterilizing all public utilities, public transport, our metro services, shops, everything, the roads. And this basically completed on the 24th of June. And so now there's no curfew in place in Dubai, and everyone is able to basically, go about their day without having to, be back indoors at a certain hour. And then, of course, these are the travel requirements. This is just for now. So maybe by October, these requirements will change. Obviously, I'll be in touch with Norman before you guys come, just so that you all are prepared and know exactly what you need to bring and what you need. So full entry visa requirements. As an American, you won't need any visas because you get visa on arrival, which is great. Also, when coming to Dubai, you will need to have medical travel insurance that basically covers COVID-19 or covers enough expenses to cover any treatment that you might have if in case, God forbid, you get the virus when in Dubai, just again as another safety measure. Then you either have the option of doing a PCR test in the States before coming to Dubai, and I normally recommend that because then you will avoid any self-isolation time. So basically this PCR test should be valid for 96 hours, no more than that. In order for it to be accepted, it has to be printed by a verified lab. And then you just basically present that to immigration and it will be approved and accepted, and you can just, enjoy your holiday. However, if you do decide to do it in Dubai, for now, the test is free at the airport, but the test results could take from 24 hours to 48 hours, in that time you will have to basically self-isolate yourself. So during that 48-hour window, if you don't get your results before that, we've had cases when they've gotten it 6 hours after taking the test, or even earlier. But, just in case, you will basically miss 2 days of your trip. So I would highly recommend doing it before. Also, we have a declaration form that must be signed to bear all costs of quarantine and treatments, and complete the health declaration form before departure, including ensuring that the passenger has no COVID-19 symptoms. So again, this is another way to ensure that you're safe when you're in Dubai, and as well as all of our residents in Dubai are safe. And then there'll be more information of this once you arrive, but all tourists are also required to register all of your details on our COVID-19 Dubai app. So just a little bit about what you need to know and some of the rules. And obviously things could change before October. So, we could do this again just before your trip so that you're all prepared. But, it's just a few things that you should take into account when traveling to Dubai, that you have to adhere to, of course, all of the official measures and requirements established by the Dubai government and other countries before traveling and returning to Dubai. You also have to disclose any symptoms before traveling by filling in the form that's going to be provided by the airline. So Emirates will be providing you with this form. And then also ensure that you have international health insurance that covers you for the duration of your trip before traveling. And that you will also bear the cost of examination and treatment abroad in the event that that you're infected with COVID-19. If, it's a very low chance of that happening, but of course, there's still a pandemic going around. So it's just in case. And then, of course, you will take all precautionary measures and self-monitor for any symptoms of COVID-19. So just to give you a little bit of reassurance as well of what Emirates are doing to ensure the safety of all of their passengers, they've gone above and beyond what other airlines have done. They've been pioneers in this area, where they've gone above industry and regulatory requirements to ensure that all of their customers' health and comfort are, basically, respected, and provide them with confidence and peace of mind when traveling. So what they do prior to boarding, they give you basically a little health kit that has masks, as well as hand sanitizers, gloves, and some other, nice little goodies to ensure that you're, safe when you're on board. They have a dedicated crew that just focuses on hygiene. So if you're on a flight that's above 1.5 hours on Emirates, every 45 minutes, someone disinfects the entire bathroom. Every time before a flight and after a flight, they do basically a disinfection process of the entire aircraft, all of the seats, the monitors, the ceiling of the aircraft, the floor, everything, just to ensure that, it's completely filtered. They've also implemented a HEPA filter, which kills about 99.9% of viruses and bacteria. So the air that's filtered inside the aircraft is, very clean and safe. Menus are only available digitally. So, and then of course food is sealed. So everything is, very safe, and, there's no chance of it being compromised. And then just some other nice things to expect when arriving into Dubai. We've created this nice welcome to your second home sticker that you can expect on your passport. Just, some other, nice little touches. We've also received a Destination Awareness Dubai Assured stamp. So this basically is a way to, this is granted to specific retail establishments and hotels that comply with our health and safety protocols, so that that if you see the stamp on any of the retail, restaurants, hotel establishments, that they've basically underwent an entire process to ensure that they've complied with the government's health and safety protocols, as well as the World Health Organization. We've also been recognized by the WTTC as a safe destination So, there haven't been many destinations. We're actually one of the first to receive the stamp. So we definitely are one of the safest places to visit during this time. So again, you can rest assured that you'll be in safe hands when here in October. We created a lot of great campaigns as well during this time. So I wanted to show you guys a quick video just emphasizing what I've been saying, which is that, we're ready to welcome you here in Dubai, and we're excited to see you in October.
We made you a promise that we would see you soon. That time has come. We're ready to welcome you with open doors, to share your journey of discovery, making your well-being our priority. And today, we make you a new promise that our home, Dubai, is ready for you to visit once again. We promised to make it extraordinary. Now, we promise it will be so much more. We are ready when you are.
So